Hey, what's up, familia? We're the new guys on 97.1 Amp Radio, home of commercial-free Mondays. My name is Edgar.
I'm Chelsea.
What's happening? I'm Brian.
And we're here hanging out with an awesome singer, songwriter, dope dancer. You know her from Fifth Harmony now. Going solo, baby. Normani.
Yes.
Hey,
hey.
Normani. Hey.
Normani.
That's going to be my next single. I'll make sure you get credit.
You're I don't know about me getting credit.
I appreciate you guys making me feel awkward right out the gates. I told him, I was like, I'm tired. I don't really want to dance. Edgar starts right in.
Just right out the gate.
Moving it up.
Normani. Hey. A lot to celebrate, Normani. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Love Lies.
Yes.
With Khalid.
Yes.
How did that get created? Take us through that process
of
making that baby. Love Lies.
I was going to say, you have to be clear.
Yeah.
Very specific on what we made here.
Twist it. Love Lies kind of just came into fruition because me and Khalid are the best of friends. Like, we had been talking and communicating for a very long time, and the first time I met him was in Young, Dumb, and Broke. He invited like a bunch of his friends, and he asked me to come out, and we had the best time, and we just really were fans of each other, you know, but also having that friendship. So I feel like that is where the authenticity in the record came. It wasn't like someone saying, okay, I'm gonna stick you in a room with this artist, with sometimes definitely does happen, but we were just so eager to get into the studio and see what we could create, and we had no idea what we wanted it to sound like.
And you could see that chemistry and that vibe between you and Khalid. You performed your song for the first time on Tonight Show, and I was actually surprised.
It was so
at how much choreography Khalid was doing with the chair. And
I know.
You're doing this, and he's like, all right.
I know, because he has his own swag. Like, he normally does his own thing, but he's amazing, and he made me feel super confident even being on stage, because this was the first time that I was performing without my girls. So, and especially on Fallon, like, biggest look that every artist works towards.
Yeah.
So I texted him after our performance. I was like, I want to thank you so much. I was like, you may have not recognized, but you made me feel okay being on stage.
That's amazing.
For the first time by myself.
So
like,
good.
Thank you.
What was it like right before that performance? Obviously not having your girls next to you. What did you how did you pep talk yourself into that moment?
Girl, it was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Especially for my team. I probably made it hell for them. But it was an amazing experience, but definitely in preparation there's that uncertainty and you being a little scared, because it's like, oh my god, this is new, it's an adjustment. But I feel like even being in the group for the last 6 years have definitely prepared me for this moment. And it's also a conversation, like right before I went out, I was like, God, it's not about proving it to anybody else but myself.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I said, let me do this for me. And afterwards, I felt amazing watching it back, and I just felt like a proud mom of myself. It's all on me now.
Speaking of which, obviously announcing the hiatus, for you guys as a group, you're so close. What was that day like? Take us back, the day you announced it.
Right.
What were the conversations you guys have the week leading up? And then knowing that you're going to drop this bomb on your fans, like just kind of walk us through that.
Right. I mean, the first day that we announced the hiatus, because obviously we knew that it was going to happen, but just having everyone else now understand what was taking place, like it made it even more real for me. And people texting you being like, oh my god, are you okay, like what happened? It's kind of like you being upset about a situation and somebody asking, like, if you're crying, right?
Yeah, and then you cry
and
more.
It makes it worse.
Right.
You're like, no.
So it was definitely tough, but I think it's a rebirth.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's like a piece of you feels like it died. But I mean, everything that we did was not in vain. And if you think about it, girls from different parts of the world, different walks of life, and as much as we achieved, that's,
oh my gosh, it's incredible.
It's incredible. It's rare.
Missy Elliott,
Yes.
we hear you're working with her on your album Girlfriend. So first off, have you been in the studio yet with her?
Haven't been in the studio yet, but I talked to her yesterday.
Oh, and?
What did she say?
She's very excited. I freaked out too. I was like, fangirl. I'm like, it's freaking Missy.
Before you tell us that what happened in that conversation, for those that don't know, talking about how this all happened via Twitter, right?
It did, but also my choreographer is also her choreographer. So it's kind of like we're aligned in some way. And we met her at Billboard Women in Music a while back, and she is just such an incredible human being, let alone artist, and she's so innovative.
So what was said in that conversation with her yesterday?
Well, I kind of told her, you know, the vibe and the direction that I had in mind, and she was like, "Oh, I got a song." She's like, "I got a song." I was like, "Dang, that was fast." But I mean, at the end of the day, it's Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
But she's incredibly excited.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
At the end of the day, it's Missy Elliott. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember, like, was it 2015? I believe Katy Perry brought her out for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
And
I
all kinds
remember
of young people were tweeting like, "Yo, this Missy Elliott chick, she's gonna blow up after this." Like, people were like, "Man, Katy Perry did her a solid."
Yeah,
Like, are you serious?
It's like when Drake
crazy.
helped George Harrison.
Yeah, I remember that one
It's
too.
insane. And
Right?
it's like people, like the kids in this generation, wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
You know, but she's a legend.
Yeah.
She's a legend. She paved the way for me to even be a successful African American artist now, you know?
Speaking of which, I need to talk to you about Coachella and Beyonce, because I know Beyonce's your queen.
She is my queen.
And Missy worked with Beyonce.
Yes.
Missy worked with Beyonce.
It's a good transition.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment of Beyonce's performance? If you can pick one, maybe one that made you emotional.
I can't pick one. I just
The
felt
whole thing.
yes, and for me, she created such conversation. You know, I feel like any opportunity that she gets, she always talks about something that's important, or it's for the betterment of the world, or having people understand something that they're not necessarily educated on. Like, for me, I just felt proud to have her as a representation of me, and for me, like, not only as an artist but like as a Black woman.
Yes.
I felt represented well.
And her becoming the first African American woman
Yes.
to headline Coachella.
Ever.
How crazy.
Ever. Honestly, Coachella will never be the same.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
It'll
who's
never
going
be
to
the
follow
same.
her?
I don't know.
How do you follow
And
that?
honestly, everything that she did on stage, only Beyonce is capable
Yeah.
of.
I think the only way she can top that.
She is Michael Jackson of this generation.
I was
today.
I was describing to them too, like the energy. I mean, there's 120,000 people there, and the energy there at Coachella when she's on stage, I can't even describe it.
Yeah, she creates that energy,
Yeah.
and she lets you know that she's in the room. Everybody stop because the queen
Right.
is
She's
here.
a force.
Yeah, she's a force.
She broke records on streaming on YouTube. The world was watching,
Yeah.
all
Right.
eyes on the queen.
She's the queen of music.
And it's awesome because, like you mentioned, she uses her platform to help others, right? And I see you doing a lot of that as well.
Thank you.
Fighting, social media bullying and working with cancer victims as well. So congratulations on the
Thank
fact
you.
that you use your platform for good, not just giving us great music. But thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
girl.
Blessings, love lies on 97.1 Amp Radio with the new guys. Love you guys.